Captain?
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
Where are we headed?
Learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
That's not the point. This half would just knocked out.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltuna can's...
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time.
So, go space yourself.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this form. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna see you around, Bob. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report. Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty.
Keep your sights out, friend.
Gosh, that's clever.
Huh? Saw something. Hold it right there! What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
What was that? What do you think you're doing? Don't complicate my job, okay? What's that noise?
Hey!
What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork, right?
Don't look funny at the crew. Heard they toss folks out the airlock if they don't like your face.
Wish they'd let us off station. They're upstairs just recycling space apart.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be...
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get...
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get...
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system pass. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holding. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters. It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were... A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels. Once everybody'd been de-thawed, and I guess that was the start of... Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent... Seems like every year the Board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, glad to help. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tired.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty.
Happy to help. That's my...
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks... They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Relative to the Board holdings? They aren't rich, but... All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the Board. Get the sense... Not that he would, being a Board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too.
Don't see what's so wrong about...
Udom takes it to an, unhealthy level. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board, all their interstellar freighters come through. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime. You sure you didn't just... There's no working with the board. They don't share. Not bits, people. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? They got a salt crew. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces.
The board wouldn't do that.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. Sure thing. Most places are on the promenade deck. I got a preference. You need anything else? Be...
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't... Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to... Kicked one right in the kneecap while he poked the other in the eyes. McRed's lucky But if our resources clear up and we catch him before some... Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Hi there. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. Anything else I can help you with, ma'am? Chief Junlei Tennyson. Her family's worked on it for...
What's she like?
Good as she can be, I guess. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose, but she tries her best to do right by Sure is, but she makes it look... They're run by Miss Hagen. I ought to warn you... Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody... Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly... If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed. If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot... Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing. Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need... You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that might...
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it.
People do what they got. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting to... Oops!
Oh, don't worry.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone.
Awful generous of you, listening to me.
Move along.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a Sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fall. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you... Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually... I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as...
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can... leave the planet and threaten our...
Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
Here they come!
You're an artist, Captain. Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
You want a punch?
I don't have time for this.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough new faces in the Halcyon colony.
It only gets ugly
We
around
all
here.
want new neighbors from
Welcome to
time
the
to
Last
time.
Hope. Our little tribute to the mystery.
Our studies have shown that a controlled population.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra 2. It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off. If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board... But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. What ain't I got? Nothing. What'll it be? I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting the radiators, and we're all sweating buckets wondering. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be. All I know is they're supposed to gather up all the instead of the heat. Weeks? I lost track. Too long. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. Don't know what's guttered. That's not for me to say. But if you're... There's nobody who knows more about the station. She doesn't come around here.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Nicely done.
Nice hit! I smite you in the name of the law! Someone there? Help! I'm locked in here! Can you get me out?
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
If you can hear me, please hurry! The toilet's overflowed on me at least twice! Thank you, stranger. You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells. Until you've been... Thanks again, friend. What usually happens on this partially pressurized... Well, actually 2 things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that, time stood still. Ah, shit. You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is? Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you, or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well? You're a sick woman. Suppose it's time to reevaluate my...
Colonials are always itchy before a fight.
Going after what?
Going back to the old humor.
I'll be just a moment.
Real sweetheart. This is Halcyon Noon.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. Sorry. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Of course, most of our supply... I try and steer... Fine, as long as the board... Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Haig, she freely admits she...
Huh?
Not a peep from me.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Victor. That seems like quite a leap. You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more. Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. Did he now? The mouth on that. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure I'm beginning to wonder if I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla. An asteroid in the... You look out, though. A place... Keep hanging. What can I do? You
can't keep me at it.
What seems to be the problem? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei. We don't have... Regrettably, we are dependent... We'd nearly take care...
I'm sorry. Am I caught? Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy.
To the last ratted on rotten top. You hull-headed What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Alright, okay. We can discuss it. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes...
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my... You, ain't with... See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my... What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier Diamond, last worn by an heiress... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on... Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udam's deposit I'd spent. Udam Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things... Thanks for helping me with the board. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade, just... I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great...
This is how we interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Now see here,
for the
I'm...
following story.
What was I doing
Do you
again?
have what it takes to defend from the dangers of alien wildlife and the manager about applying for military...
Bless my heart. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? I found a hen... Craig, look. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown... Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have... Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help. Do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. She sent me a recording of a distress. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a... The more we got the corpse fight, don't forget to come find old... Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. You'll find her fretting in engineering. Yes, dearie? Anytime.
You couldn't pay me to visit Monarch.
All right, I'm on my way.
This is House...
Hot day, isn't it? Like someone started a fire in the guts of the ship. Didn't quite catch that. Glass ear? Nothing to fear. Sorry. Huh? Huh.
You know that sound when you've snapped on it? I got a full line of weapon modification. Why, it gets you the...
All the better for performing a...
Self-improvement.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine. No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want... Only takes a bit... Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is... A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and... So... Ooh, someone has got to talk with...
You're a deft hand with a mag pick. Go! Run! We are victorious.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just took it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
The strong survive and the weak perish. Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? Really?
This is Halcyon Dude.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed. Oh, and it's not... A lot of slogans to keep track of. Heard of it? My orientation aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure... That's a Spacer's Choice beer. Take what you have. So, what can I get you? Have a look. You should give our latest. Don't take my word for it. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I can see all of the top-quality merchandise. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time. Sprite Wire, don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all the... Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse Mix. The blast will send you through the stratosphere and add an additional 10% to your purchase today. And at Spacer's Choice, even if my contract didn't forbid it. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's... damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, if there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live it. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you... It's fine. Speaking of interest, I got you too. Looks really good on you. What up?
You think he means it?
As a consumer-facing representative of space, wear it with pride, with hope. Anything and everything. Whatever you want. We got it. Just the opposite. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. Spacer's Choice items are always... You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more... Oh, this is just the big... Have a...
CNP Boston Bacon.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Got any leads on
This should prove interesting, to say the least.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. They're fresh.
You look like... We also have a line of specialized melee...
RT greeting. Latest unit disband. Beginning disband.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you
Have
on
you seen
Groundbreaker.
this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. Easy. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information. Carry on.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? What? Indeed. And there we are. I've removed the lock on your ship in a show of my gratitude. An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, only... Oh, no. Just a teensy one. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for... I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker.
Stray too much from the, straight and narrow, and want...
To give away something so important to you.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young... It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hand. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. Though...
Architect, have mercy. You don't possess a...
You can't say anything worse to me than what I've already... Now, let's get back to business, hmm? That's the long and short of it, yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Now, is there any way in which I might assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board... What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to Now, is there anything else? Be my guest. A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, good law, of course not. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must... I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I have few complaints.
Oh, good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Best to be clear, I believe. Law, but it's miserable. Chief Tennyson is supposedly deplorable conduct.
They're here to keep the peace. Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independence. When the alternative is board guards at their gates, ask away.
Sometimes sacrifices must be made to stay aligned with the plan. Unfortunate, but necessary.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating
I'm seeing you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly...
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping. A legitimate... You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. Sure am. A few years... These days, I...
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to... Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you... Charm. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how. I have a salvage job for someone light on...
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the... If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but runs our field. Not all of our salvage. Your words, not mine. Hey, careful with the C word around here. Sublight occupies a legal blind. Ask. Be...
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Depends. What are you planning to do with it? Something as hard to come by as an official board seal doesn't fall into a girl's lap every day, my dear. See the lights. Taking a show or two at the All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you dear. Anything else, dear? I've got a lovely...
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess.
Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their Good. Don't go making So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual...
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me something.
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Cap.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other... Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let... None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses... The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the
so
following
unbearable,
story.
I can hardly even concentrate.
Remember Auntie
Junlei
Trio?
better...
Because...
Something's broke. Fill out an incident.
Where the hell have you been, Private?
Keep the yellow card. Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon Colony.
recipe pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't you?
Gracious. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? Ask the common folk? Because that's what I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the... That's right, dearie. Though for how long, I can't... The board can't abide... They've always got one schemer, but it won't work. Go right ahead, sweet. Oh, I also need throw pillow.
What about non-famous players? I earned quite...
You do have but that's not... Groundbreaker's radiator. Miss Junlei's supposed to be The board can't... They've always got... But it won't work. Anytime. It's almost time for today. Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature? So, Junlei and I have been talking. She sent me a poem. One she wrote. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? Oh, law. That's what's got me. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I don't know where it's leading yet. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they didn't... Thanks, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... They were... close, Captain. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it... Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to...
Welcome back, Cap. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Cap.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. What?
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway lane. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez. I have lots of minutes. Captain.
Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the ring.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but if you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this, but we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry, though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Welcome to the crew, Miss.
CNP Mirror Maple Syrup. It's near this sweet breakfast.
Got it? Inside voices.